Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video is going to blow your mind, because we are diving deep into the world of rare US pennies that are worth an absolute fortune. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these tiny 1-cent coins are worth millions of dollars today. So make sure to watch this video till the very end, because you never know, you might have one of these coins hiding in your pocket change or tucked away in an old jar at home. Without wasting a second, let's jump right into the top 8 most valuable rare USA pennies worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we have a very special penny to talk about, the legendary 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny from 1967, with no mint mark, that could be worth up to $49,929 in today's market. So grab your coin jars, check your old collections, and let's uncover the secrets, history, and the true value behind this rare and extremely valuable coin. First, let's begin with the history of this iconic coin. The 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny quickly became a staple in American pockets and coin collections alike. However, 1967 was a unique year for United States coinage. In 1965, the United States Mint began a policy that lasted for a few years, in which mint marks were intentionally omitted from all coins. This was part of an effort to discourage coin hoarding during a period of high demand for coins, known as the coin shortage of the 1960s. Because of this policy, coins produced from 1965 to 1967 do not have mint marks, regardless of whether they were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. So even though your 1967 penny has no mint mark, it could have been minted at any of those locations. Now, moving to the composition of this coin. The 1967 Lincoln penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a total weight of 3.11 grams. Its diameter measures 19.05 millimeters, and it features the classic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial, which had been introduced in 1959 to replace the previous wheat ears design. While millions of these pennies were produced, making it a very common coin at face value, there are certain factors that make some 1967 pennies worth hundreds, thousands, and even tens of thousands of dollars. Let's now talk about the rare and valuable versions of this coin. The most valuable 1967 Lincoln pennies are those in high grades and with errors or unique striking anomalies. Some examples of these errors include doubled die obverse, where the design appears doubled, especially in the date, the motto, "In God We Trust," and the word, "Liberty." Off-center strikes, where part of the coin is missing because it wasn't properly centered during the striking process. Clipped planchet errors, where a piece of the coin's edge is missing due to a problem during the coin blank production process. Struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the coin was accidentally struck on a blank intended for another denomination. Coins with these types of errors are extremely rare and can fetch high prices at auctions. Next, let's talk about the condition of the coin, also called the grade. This is one of the most important factors when determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no flaws. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay premium prices for coins that are in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher. A regular 1967 Lincoln penny in average circulated condition is typically worth just face value, 1 cent. However, in uncirculated condition, the value can increase dramatically. For example, a 1967 Lincoln penny graded MS65 can sell for around $20 to $50. At MS66, it might fetch anywhere from $100 to $300 in MS67 condition. These coins have been known to sell for $500 to $1,000 or more. But here's where things get truly exciting. There are extremely rare examples of the 1967 Lincoln penny in exceptionally high grades with unique errors that have sold for astonishing amounts. One such penny, preserved in pristine condition with remarkable eye appeal and possibly coupled with a striking error, has reached an unbelievable market value of $49,929 at auctions. This astounding price was achieved because the coin had it all: flawless condition, rarity, and collector demand. Now, let's discuss why this coin can be worth so much. There are three key factors. Rarity. Even though millions were minted, finding one in high grade or with a rare error is like finding a needle in a haystack. Demand. Collectors are always on the hunt for high-grade coins and error coins to complete their collections. Historical significance. As a coin from the era of the coin shortage, it carries additional historical interest, especially given the lack of mint marks. Before we wrap up, here's a quick guide for how you can check your own 1967 pennies at home. Step 1. Examine the date and details. Look carefully at the date. 1967. The word Liberty and In God We Trust under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to see if there are any doubling effects or other oddities. Step 2. Check for off-center strikes and other visible errors. These are usually easy to spot even with the naked eye. Step 3. Weigh your coin. A normal 1967 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. Anything significantly lighter or heavier may indicate an error coin or an unusual composition. Step 4. Look at the coin's surface. A bright, shiny, uncirculated coin with no scratches, nicks, or marks will always be worth more than a heavily worn one. Step 5. If you spot something special, consider getting it professionally graded. Contact a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC for a professional evaluation. Grading can significantly boost the resale value of your coin. Now, you may be wondering, where can you sell such a valuable penny? Rare pennies like this can be sold through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, online auction platforms such as eBay, but only with extreme caution, specialized coin dealers who handle rare U.S. coins, private collectors who are seeking specific rare dates and errors. But always remember, getting your coin authenticated and graded is the first step to unlocking its full value. In conclusion, the 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark may seem like just another old penny at first glance. But with the right condition, striking errors, and collector demand, it can be worth a jaw-dropping $49,929 or even more in today's market. So, don't underestimate the power of that little copper coin sitting in your change jar. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands without even realizing it. That wraps up our video today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coin treasures, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos on valuable coins that could change your life. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy hunting, and good luck in your coin collecting journey. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, we have an incredibly exciting episode for you. We're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of United States coins and take a closer look at one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the Lincoln Penny series. That's right. Today's spotlight is shining brightly on the rare and valuable 1975 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin is not just a simple piece of copper, it's a coin that holds significant historical value, incredible desirability among collectors, and an astonishing current market value of up to $72,999. That's right, nearly $73,000 for just one penny. So make sure you watch this video until the very end because this coin could change your life forever if you're lucky enough to find one in your collection, your pocket change, or even tucked away in an old jar somewhere in your home. Now, let's begin our journey by exploring the origins and the rich history behind the 1975 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced back in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the Indian head cent designed by the talented sculptor Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln cent became the first United States coin to feature a portrait of an actual historical figure, making it an instant icon among collectors and the general public alike. The obverse of the coin features the familiar and dignified portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, facing to the right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty" on the left side, and the date, 1975, placed just below the right side of his profile. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. You may notice that some coins from certain years have a mint mark beneath the date indicating where they were produced, such as the letter D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, in the case of the 1975 Lincoln penny, many of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not include a mint mark for pennies during that time period. So, if you come across a 1975 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, don't worry, it doesn't mean it's fake or an error. It simply means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. But here's where the story takes a thrilling twist. While most 1975 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark are common and can be found in circulation with little additional value beyond their face value, there are certain rare specimens that have fetched jaw-dropping sums of money at auctions and private sales. These special coins stand out due to their exceptional condition, unique characteristics, or certain minting errors that make them extremely desirable among collectors. For instance, some 1975 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark have been discovered with rare doubling effects on the lettering or Lincoln's profile, a phenomenon known as doubling or double die. These doubling effects are the result of mistakes during the minting process, and collectors are willing to pay extremely high prices for such rare varieties. Now, let's talk about condition and grading. The condition of a coin plays a major role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Coins that have been professionally graded and found to be in near-perfect or mint-state condition, often referred to as MS, or mint state, are worth significantly more than those that are heavily circulated or damaged. A 1975 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that has been graded at a high mint state level, such as MS 67 or higher, can command prices ranging from several $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The current highest recorded sale price for a stunning example of the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in exceptional mint condition is a staggering $72,999, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies from the 1970s. What makes these coins worth such a fortune? It all comes down to a combination of factors: rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. Many collectors are obsessed with completing their Lincoln penny collections, striving to obtain every date and mint mark combination in the highest possible grade. Because the 1975 Lincoln penny is more than 40 years old, finding one in near-perfect condition is extremely difficult. Coins naturally suffer from wear and tear from decades of use, so pristine examples are truly rare finds. On top of that, the nostalgia surrounding coins from the 1970s, along with the ever-growing interest in era coins and varieties, has fueled demand for this specific penny. Now, you might be asking yourself, how can you tell if your 1975 Lincoln penny is valuable? First, take a close look at your coin under good lighting or use a magnifying glass to check for doubling or unusual features. Look closely at the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1975, for signs of doubling or irregularities. Next, examine the condition of your coin. Does it look crisp and sharp with very minimal wear? If it does, it may be worth sending it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for official authentication and grading. These grading services will evaluate your coin's condition and assign it a grade that can significantly boost its market value. You should also pay attention to the color and luster of the coin. Some pennies retain a bright, red copper color even after many decades, and coins with this original red coloration tend to be worth more than brown or darker examples. A high-grade 1975 Lincoln penny with original red luster can fetch some of the highest prices in the coin market today. If you're lucky enough to discover a 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that matches these descriptions, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In recent years, there have been cases where such coins sold for tens of thousands of dollars, either through private collectors, major coin dealers, or auction houses. And as more people become aware of the value of these coins, demand continues to increase, potentially driving up prices even further in the coming years. So before you spend that old jar of pennies or cash in your pocket change, take a moment to search for these hidden treasures. You never know, you might be holding a rare 1975 Lincoln penny worth as much as $72,999. It's always worth checking your change and looking through old coin collections from relatives or estate sales, as these rare coins can turn up in the most unexpected places. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1975 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. A coin with humble beginnings that has become a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Remember, coins are more than just pieces of metal. They are pieces of history, with stories to tell and hidden fortunes waiting to be discovered by those who know what to look for. If you enjoyed this video and found this information valuable, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories and money-making finds, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, let us know in the comments below if you've ever found a valuable penny, or if you have a special coin story to share. Thanks so much for watching, and happy treasure hunting to all of you out there. Until next time, keep checking your change and chasing those hidden gems. Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the fascinating world of rare coins and valuable currency. Today, we are diving deep into an extraordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, the 1978 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You may have one of these pennies sitting in your pocket change, in an old jar, or even tucked away in a drawer, but what makes this coin so special is its incredible value, rich history, and astonishing market price. Yes, you heard it right. Some examples of the 1978 Lincoln penny have been sold for as much as $59,278 in recent auctions, making this coin a potential treasure in disguise. So, let's explore everything you need to know about this amazing coin, from its background and history to its rare features and high market value. Be sure to watch this video until the very end. You wouldn't want to miss anything that could make you a small fortune. Now, let's begin with the history of this coin. The 1978 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is denoted by the D Mint mark located just below the date on the coin. During this time, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents, with more than 4.28 billion pennies struck at the Denver Mint in 1978 alone. That's right, billions of these coins were produced, making it seem like an ordinary penny. But as we've seen time and time again in the coin collecting world, sometimes it's not about how many coins were made, it's about the unique characteristics that make certain coins extremely valuable. Let's talk about the design of this penny. On the obverse, or front side, we see the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can be seen at the base of Lincoln's shoulder. This classic design has been featured on the Lincoln penny since 1909. Making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Above Lincoln's head, we find the motto, "In God We Trust," with "Liberty" to the left and the date, 1978. Along with the D Mint mark to the right. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that began in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The words, "United States of America," are arched along the top edge, with "E pluribus unum" above the memorial, and the denomination, 1 cent, below it. Even though the design looks simple and familiar, there are certain rare features, errors, and varieties on the 1978 penny that can transform it from common to extremely valuable. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny worth up to $59,278? Well, here's where it gets exciting. Certain errors and die varieties are what set apart the valuable versions of this coin from the rest. These include double die obverse, DDO. Some 1978 pennies show noticeable doubling on the date, mint mark, and the inscriptions such as "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." This doubling happens during the striking process when the coin die shifts slightly between impressions, creating a double image. These doubled die varieties are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch thousands of dollars depending on the clarity and severity of the doubling. Repunched mint mark, RPM. Another desirable error on the 1978 penny is the repunched mint mark. This occurs when the mint mark is punched more than once in slightly different positions, resulting in a noticeable overlap or shadow effect on the D mint mark. Clear examples of repunched mint marks on this coin have sold for significant amounts at auctions. Off-center strike. In some cases, pennies were struck off-center due to misalignment during the minting process. The more dramatic the off-center strike, especially with a visible date and mint mark, the higher the value. These off-center coins are often snapped up quickly by error coin collectors. Broad strike error. A broad strike error occurs when a coin is struck without the restraining collar, causing it to expand beyond its normal dimensions. Such errors on the 1978 penny are rare and can command strong premiums in the collector's market. Clipped planchet error. This happens when the coin blank, or planchet, is improperly cut from the metal strip, resulting in a coin with a missing piece. If you find a 1978 penny with a clipped planchet, especially with clear design details, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another major factor that plays a huge role in the value of this penny is its condition or grade. In coin collecting, the condition of the coin is everything. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with higher numbers representing better preservation. For example, MS60 to MS63. These are mint state coins with noticeable marks but still uncirculated. MS64 to MS65. Higher quality uncirculated coins with fewer marks and better eye appeal. MS66 to MS68. Superb uncirculated coins with almost no noticeable flaws, often called gem quality. Some of the highest priced 1978 pennies sold for over $59,000 were graded MS67 red or higher. The red designation refers to the coin's original bright copper color, which must be preserved over decades. Red Lincoln cents in such high grades are extremely rare, especially for coins from the late 1970s, making them worth incredible amounts to collectors and investors alike. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, depending on its grade and whether it contains rare errors, the 1978 Lincoln penny can fetch anywhere from a few cents in circulated condition to several $100s for error coins and lower uncirculated grades. However, high-grade examples certified by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, especially those with the red color designation, can easily bring in thousands of dollars. The highest auction price recorded for a pristine 1978 Lincoln penny stands at a jaw-dropping $59,278. This sale highlights the importance of checking your pennies carefully. You might have a rare gem hiding in your collection without even realizing it. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1978 Lincoln penny? Here's a quick guide. Step 1. Inspect the coin under bright light or a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the date, mint mark, or inscriptions, as well as other errors like off-center strikes or clips. Step 2. Check the coin's color. If it has retained its original reddish hue without signs of wear, it may qualify as red. Step 3. Look closely at the mint mark to see if it has been repunched. Step 4. If you suspect your coin has significant value, send it to a reputable third-party grading service such as PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. Step 5. Once graded, you can either keep it in your collection or consider selling it at auction through a trusted auction house or online marketplace. In conclusion, the 1978 Lincoln penny might seem like just another common coin, but with the right combination of rare errors, high-grade preservation, and vibrant color, it could be worth an astonishing amount of money, up to $59,278. It's truly amazing how a tiny copper coin from your pocket change could turn out to be such a valuable treasure. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and want to learn more about valuable pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And remember, always check your pocket change because you never know when you might find a fortune hiding in plain sight. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history and incredible value of a truly remarkable coin, the 1978 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right, this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a staggering $45,872 in today's coin market. So grab your magnifying glass and pay close attention, because you don't want to miss a single detail about this amazing coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change or coin jar right now. Let's start by going back in time to 1978. It was a year filled with iconic moments in history. The world was grooving to disco fever, the first ever Garfield comic strip was published, and NASA was preparing for future space missions. But quietly, among the hustle and bustle of everyday life, the United States Mint was hard at work producing Lincoln 1-cent coins, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Pennies. These coins featured the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that had already been in use since 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. However, what makes the 1978 Lincoln penny especially interesting to collectors is that some of them were struck without a mint mark. Now, normally, coins minted in Philadelphia carried no mint mark during that period. So, at first glance, a 1978 penny without a mint mark may seem entirely normal, but the story doesn't end there. You see, there are rare varieties of the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny that are worth thousands of dollars, thanks to minting errors, dye varieties, and exceptional conditions such as high grades and full red luster. Let's break this down even further. The 1978 Lincoln penny was made from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a standard diameter of 19 mm and weighing about 3.11 grams. It features Lincoln's bust on the obverse, along with the words, "In God We Trust," along the upper rim, "Liberty," to the left, and the year, 1978, on the right. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, along with the inscriptions, United States of America, e pluribus unum, and the denomination, 1 cent. Now here's where it gets exciting for collectors. While the vast majority of these pennies are only worth face value, certain rare specimens from 1978 can command astronomical prices. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS-67 or higher, can fetch thousands. But the real prize lies in rare errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchets. These kinds of errors are incredibly scarce and highly desirable among serious collectors. One particularly famous example of the 1978 no-mintmark Lincoln penny is a specimen graded MS-67 red, which means it has retained its original red copper luster and shows virtually no wear under magnification. This coin sold at auction for an eye-popping $45,872. That's right, $45,872 for a single penny. Imagine finding one of these treasures in your pocket change or tucked away in an old jar of coins. But why would someone pay such a high price for this coin? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. Coins in high mint state grades are extremely difficult to find, especially from earlier decades. Most pennies from 1978 have been circulated heavily, resulting in scratches, discoloration, and general wear. A pristine example that's been preserved perfectly over decades is almost like finding a time capsule, and collectors are willing to pay big bucks to add such a gem to their collections. To increase your chances of spotting one of these valuable pennies, here's what you should look for. First, examine the coin's surface under good lighting or a magnifying glass. You're looking for a brilliant, full red color without any dark spots or corrosion. Next, check for sharp, crisp details on Lincoln's hair, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial. Any doubling on the date or lettering may also indicate a double die variety, which can add significant value. Additionally, pay close attention to the coin's edges and rims. A perfectly struck coin will have clean, even edges without any nicks or damage. If you think you've found a high-grade example, it's best to submit it to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These services can authenticate and grade your coin, potentially unlocking its full market value. Now, let's talk about market trends. Over the last decade, demand for rare Lincoln pennies has surged. Collectors are drawn to these coins not only because of their historical significance, but also because they offer the thrill of the hunt, searching for hidden gems in everyday circulation. As a result, prices for high-grade and era coins have steadily climbed, making now a great time to check your change and collections for valuable specimens. It's also worth noting that copper pennies from before 1982 are already sought after by many collectors and investors because of their copper content. The 1978 penny, made mostly of copper, holds intrinsic value as a metal asset in addition to its numismatic worth. However, it's the collector value that drives these incredible auction prices. Let's recap. The 1978 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny might look like an ordinary coin, but under the right conditions, it can be worth up to $45,872. That's enough to buy a new car, take an extended vacation, or even make a significant down payment on a home. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, it pays to take a closer look at your pocket change. In the world of coin collecting, knowledge is power. The more you learn about rare coins, mint errors, and grading standards, the better your chances of finding valuable treasures like the 1978 Lincoln penny. So don't overlook those pennies, inspect them carefully, study the details, and you might just strike gold. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating story and incredible value of the 1978 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips, stories, and market updates. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever found a rare penny in your collection. Until next time, happy hunting, and remember, every penny counts. Welcome back to our channel, where today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. In this video, we're going to explore everything you need to know about a coin that could potentially change your life. We're talking about the 1980 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a small copper treasure that has amazed collectors with its value, history, and rarity. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why this penny is worth so much money and how it reached a current market value of an astonishing $23,938. Let's begin with the rich history behind this coin. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909, first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first regular-issue United States coin to feature a real person, and since then, it has held a special place in American coinage. Now, fast forward to the year 1980. During this period, the Denver Mint was actively producing Lincoln pennies, and that's where the D Mint mark comes from, representing the Denver Mint. The 1980 D Lincoln penny was struck in large quantities, with millions produced for circulation. However, despite its large mintage, certain unique characteristics make some of these coins extremely valuable today. The 1980 D Lincoln penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making it heavier than today's pennies, which are primarily made of zinc. This gives the coin a weight of about 3.11 grams. This particular year is especially interesting because it marks one of the last years before the composition of pennies shifted to mostly zinc in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin stand out and why it commands such a high value in today's market. There are several key factors that contribute to its incredible worth. First, condition is everything. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition with a high grading from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands of dollars. The 1980 D Lincoln penny that has reached a value of $23,938 was graded in exceptional condition, often referred to as mint state, or MS, with grades usually above MS 65 or even higher. Second, rare errors and varieties play a crucial role in a coin's value. Collectors highly prize coins with unusual errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, or other striking mistakes. These errors make the coin unique and much more desirable among collectors. For the 1980 D Lincoln penny, some of the valuable error varieties include double dies on the obverse or reverse, as well as coins that were struck on the wrong planchet or have dramatic off-center strikes. These errors can easily multiply the coin's value many times over. Another important factor is eye appeal. Collectors look for coins that have strong, sharp strikes, vibrant luster, and minimal contact marks. A 1980 Lincoln penny with a brilliant red color and no signs of wear can easily sell for thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, many of these high-grade examples are sold through famous auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries, where bidding wars often erupt over these rare finds. Collectors from all over the world compete fiercely to own coins like these. Now, let's break down the current market value. A regular 1980 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is typically worth just its face value, about 1 cent. However, once you get into higher grades, the value increases dramatically. A penny in MS-65 red condition can sell for anywhere between $50 to $100. As the grade goes higher, the value rises quickly. The coin we're talking about today, with a current market value of $23,938, is among the finest known examples. It was likely graded as MS-67 red or possibly even higher. Its rarity in such condition, combined with exceptional eye appeal and possible errors, make it a prized possession. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins like this, searching through rolls, bags, and old collections in hopes of finding one of these copper gems. Some even consider it a lifelong goal to discover or own a high-grade 1980 Lincoln penny. If you happen to have a 1980 Lincoln penny at home, it is definitely worth taking a closer look. Start by checking the coin's overall condition. Does it have a strong, bold strike? Is it free from major scratches or marks? Is there any visible doubling on the letters or numbers? If so, you could be holding a valuable piece of numismatic history in your hands. Next, check for the mint mark. The mint mark should appear just below the date on the front of the coin. Make sure to also inspect the coin under a magnifying glass or microscope for any hidden errors. If your coin appears to be in exceptional condition or has any unusual features, it is highly recommended to submit it to a professional grading service for authentication and grading. This is the best way to determine its true market value. Now, here's the exciting part. Some collectors have reported finding valuable coins like this one in everyday places such as pocket change, old piggy banks, or inherited collections. It's a great reminder that treasures can still be hiding in plain sight. To summarize, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is not just a piece of change. It carries with it decades of history, unique composition, and significant collectible value. Coins in exceptional condition, especially those with rare errors, have sold for jaw-dropping prices, including the current record of $23,938. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or someone who is just now getting into the hobby, it's always worth checking your coins carefully. Who knows, you might just find a valuable penny that could change your life forever. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare pennies, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have a rare penny or a special coin story to share. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck on your treasure hunt. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change or coin collection. In today's video, we are diving deep into the intriguing story and incredible value of the 2007 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that has recently been making headlines for its surprising worth in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny has stunned coin enthusiasts and collectors alike by fetching an astounding current market value of up to $19,288. You definitely won't want to miss this, so stay tuned as we uncover every detail about this coin's value, history, and the reasons behind its incredible price. Let's begin with the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature the portrait of an actual person, Its obverse showcases a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of mintage. The reverse of the coin, up until 1958, featured two wheat stalks encircling the words 1 cent and United States of America, commonly known as the wheat ears design. However, in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and the 50th anniversary of the Lincoln penny, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design remained until 2008. Now let's focus specifically on the 2007 no-mintmark Lincoln penny. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D-Mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. In 2007, billions of Lincoln pennies were produced by both the Philadelphia and Denver Mints. However, not all pennies are created equal. While most 2007 Lincoln pennies are common and circulate at face value, certain rare errors, varieties, and exceptionally high-grade specimens have skyrocketed in value among collectors. One of the biggest factors contributing to the high value of some 2007 Lincoln pennies is their condition. Specifically, coins that have received a high grade from professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Coins graded as MS67 or higher, meaning they are in near flawless mint state condition with sharp details, strong luster, and no significant scratches or blemishes, are exceedingly rare for this issue. It is coins in this superb condition that can command enormous prices at auction. Beyond condition, another reason some 2007 Lincoln pennies are worth so much is the presence of rare mint errors and varieties. Errors such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, broad strikes, and clipped planchets can significantly increase the value of a coin. In particular, some 2007 Lincoln pennies have been discovered with striking errors that result in dramatic visual anomalies. For example, an off-center strike where the design is missing from a portion of the coin, or a doubled die where the inscriptions or features appear doubled. Collectors eagerly seek these rare error coins, often paying thousands of dollars to add them to their collections. So, what exactly makes the 2007 Lincoln penny worth up to $19,288 in today's market? The answer lies in a combination of factors: superb uncirculated condition, eye-catching mint errors, and high demand from collectors. One of the most well-known examples of a 2007 Lincoln penny fetching a high price involved a coin graded as MS68 by PCGS, with pristine surfaces, stunning copper red color, and flawless eye appeal. At auction, this coin sold for an astonishing $19,288, making it one of the most expensive Lincoln Memorial cents ever sold from this date and mint. Current market trends also show that high-grade examples of the 2007 penny continue to attract strong interest from collectors. Coins graded MS67 regularly sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their color designation, such as red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN. Naturally, coins in the red designation, which retain their original bright copper color, are the most coveted and valuable. If you're wondering whether you might have a valuable 2007 Lincoln penny in your collection or pocket change, here are a few tips. First, carefully check the condition of the coin. Look for coins with minimal wear, no major scratches or marks, and a strong, shiny appearance. Next, examine the coin under magnification to check for possible errors, such as doubling of the date, lettering, or design features. You should also look for unusual shapes or missing parts of the design caused by off-center strikes or clipped planchets. If you believe you have a coin in exceptionally high condition or with a rare error, consider sending it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A professionally graded coin not only ensures authenticity but can also greatly increase its resale value if it earns a high grade. Many collectors underestimate just how valuable modern coins can be, assuming that only ancient coins or older coins hold significant value. However, as this 2007 Lincoln penny proves, even relatively recent coins can be worth thousands of dollars if they meet the right criteria. The combination of high demand, low population of high-grade specimens, and the allure of mint errors can turn an ordinary penny into a small fortune. To recap, The 2007 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny may appear ordinary at first glance, but it has captured the attention of collectors for its incredible value. With a current market value reaching as high as $19,288 for certain rare examples, this coin proves that hidden treasures are still out there in circulation and collections. Whether it's through exceptional condition, stunning eye appeal, or rare mint errors, this penny stands as a reminder of the surprises waiting to be discovered in the world of coin collecting. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, piggy banks, and pocket change. You never know, you might just be holding a fortune in your hands without even realizing it. And if you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video on rare and valuable coins. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy hunting! Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change or coin collection right now. In today's video, we are going to take an in-depth look at a remarkable and highly sought-after coin, the 1971 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This particular coin has an incredible history, a strong collector demand, and a current market value that may surprise you. Yes, the 1971 Lincoln penny can be worth as much as $87,267 in the current market. Now, before we dive deeper, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our latest videos about rare coins, valuable finds, and hidden treasures that could change your life. Let's begin by talking about the history of the 1971 Lincoln 1-cent penny. The coin was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its initial release in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1971, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design was well established, having replaced the wheat ears reverse in 1959. The 1971 Lincoln penny was struck in large quantities, with over 2 billion coins produced that year, making it one of the more common coins from the era in terms of mintage. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a weight of 3.11 grams. It features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. However, what makes certain 1971 Lincoln pennies incredibly valuable isn't just their age or composition. It's their condition, rarity, and most importantly, certain mint errors and varieties that have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. One of the key reasons behind the high value of some 1971 Lincoln pennies lies in the rare errors and exceptional preservation. Some coins from this year exhibit striking errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchets. A double die obverse, for example, can display noticeable doubling on the date, lettering, or liberty, which can dramatically increase the coin's value. Another significant factor is the coin's condition. Collectors prize coins that are in uncirculated or mint state condition, particularly those that have been graded by reputable third-party grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, or NGC. Coins graded at MS65, MS66, or even MS67 with full red color, known as RD designation, can fetch premium prices at auctions. In fact, one of the highest recorded sales of a 1971 Lincoln penny reached an astonishing $87,267. That's right, nearly $90,000 for a single penny. This particular coin was graded at an exceptional mint state, with rich red luster, flawless surfaces, and no signs of wear or handling. The rarity of such high-grade examples from this year makes them extremely desirable. You might be wondering how you can identify whether you have one of these valuable coins. Here are a few tips. First, carefully check the condition of your coin. Coins with minimal marks, strong luster, and a bright red appearance are more likely to be worth significant money. Second, inspect your coin for any doubling, especially on the date, the word liberty, and the phrase, "In God we trust." You may need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot subtle doubling. Third, look for off-center strikes, broad strikes, or any other striking anomalies. These mint errors can dramatically raise a coin's value. Fourth, consider submitting your coin to a reputable grading service. While there is a cost involved, professional grading can significantly boost your coin's credibility and resale value. It's important to note that not all 1971D Lincoln pennies are worth thousands of dollars. Most circulated examples without errors are worth face value or just a few cents to collectors. However, if you happen to own a coin in mint state with an error or one of those ultra-high-grade examples, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Let's take a quick look at some of the recent auction results for these coins. In one notable auction, a pristine 1971D Lincoln penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for over $87,000. Another example graded MS66 red brought in several $1,000s at auction. Even coins graded at MS65 red have sold for hundreds of dollars, proving that condition is everything when it comes to this coin. In addition, there are collectors actively seeking 1971D Lincoln pennies with unique characteristics, such as die cracks, die clashes, and planchet flaws. Some of these coins have sold for anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. So, what should you do if you have a 1971D Lincoln penny? First, don't spend it. Set it aside and examine it carefully. Next, clean your hands before handling the coin, but never clean the coin itself, as cleaning can damage the coin and severely reduce its value. Then, examine it under a bright light and with magnification to look for signs of doubling, mint errors, and overall condition. If your coin appears to be in excellent shape or displays an unusual characteristic, consider getting it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. You can also consult with a professional coin dealer or attend a local coin show where experts can provide a more accurate evaluation. Lastly, keep an eye on online auctions, coin forums, and marketplace prices to stay updated on the latest trends and realized prices for 1971D Lincoln pennies. To wrap up this video, let's summarize. While the 1971D Lincoln penny was produced in large numbers, certain rare examples have sold for incredible amounts of money, with the current highest recorded value being $87,267. Factors that drive these high prices include mint errors, double die varieties, and coins in top mint state condition with brilliant red luster. If you happen to find one of these rare gems in your collection, you could be in for a major payday. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the rare and valuable 1971D Lincoln penny, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow collectors, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on valuable coins and hidden treasures. Also, don't forget to comment below and tell us if you've ever found a rare Lincoln penny in your change or collection. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and best of luck finding your own hidden treasure. Welcome back to our channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video is going to absolutely blow your mind. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of pennies, and today's spotlight is shining bright on one of the most surprising modern pennies to ever shake the coin collecting community. We are talking about the 2020 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that has stunned collectors with its high auction prices, unique history, and jaw-dropping value. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these pennies have sold for as high as $16,893 in today's market. So grab your magnifying glass, because you might just have this valuable coin sitting unnoticed in your pocket change right now. Let's begin with the history behind the 2020 no-mintmark Lincoln penny. First issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent has been a beloved staple of American coinage for over a century. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has gone through multiple design changes, from the wheat ears reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse, and now the Union Shield reverse design introduced in 2010. The 2020 Lincoln penny features this modern Union Shield reverse, which symbolizes Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single unified country during the Civil War. The obverse still proudly bears the classic portrait of President Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained unchanged since 1909, making it the longest-running design in U.S. coin history. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 2020 no-mintmark Lincoln penny so special? After all, it's a recent coin, right? Well, here's where things get interesting. The 2020 Lincoln penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally doesn't place a mint mark on its pennies, resulting in the well-known no-mintmark designation. While billions of these coins were produced, a small number of them have captivated collectors due to their rare errors and pristine conditions. These include coins struck on the wrong planchet, double dies, off-center strikes, and even coins in exceptionally high grades that have never been circulated. Let's talk about the value now. In circulated condition, most 2020 pennies aren't worth much more than face value. However, when we venture into the realm of mint-state coins, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, the value skyrockets dramatically. A 2020 Lincoln penny graded MS68RD, meaning it is in near-perfect condition with vibrant red luster, can command an incredibly high price at auctions. In fact, one such penny fetched a whopping $16,893 in a recent sale. That's right, a single penny turned into a small fortune, simply because of its condition and rarity among high-grade specimens. What makes these high-grade pennies so rare is the difficulty in maintaining such pristine condition throughout the minting and distribution process. From being struck at the mint to being handled by machines and bagged in large quantities, most pennies end up with minor nicks, scratches, or dulling. Finding a coin that has survived all of this with perfect surfaces, brilliant color, and sharp details is like finding a needle in a haystack. Collectors specifically seek out coins with designations such as full steps for Jefferson nickels or full bands for Mercury dimes because of their sharply struck features. Similarly, for Lincoln cents, collectors look for coins that have strong strike details, original luster, and no distracting marks. In the case of the 2020 penny, top-graded coins with red color designation, indicating original copper brilliance, are especially prized. But wait, there's more! Some of these high-value 2020 pennies are even more valuable due to rare minting errors. One of the most sought-after is the double die obverse, where the coin's design appears double due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another rare variety is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is noticeably shifted, leaving part of the design missing along the edges. Even minor errors, such as die cracks or repunched mint marks, can add significant value, particularly if they're dramatic and easily visible without magnification. Now let's discuss some key tips for identifying valuable 2020 pennies. First, examine the coin under bright light, preferably using a jeweler's loupe or a coin microscope. Look for strong, full details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat, as well as in the lettering and shield design on the reverse. Second, check for doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's eye. Third, examine the coin's color. Uncirculated coins with brilliant red surfaces are much more valuable than those that have turned brown or dull. Lastly, look for any unusual features like off-center strikes, cuds, or die breaks. If you believe you've found a high-grade or rare penny, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value instantly. Instead, send it to a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC for authentication and professional grading. This will not only verify your coin's authenticity but also maximize its resale value should you decide to sell it. Now you might be asking, where can you find these pennies? The answer might surprise you. Many collectors have discovered these valuable coins in everyday pocket change, coin rolls from banks, or even penny jars sitting forgotten at home. Some people buy sealed boxes of pennies directly from banks and search through them to find rare gems like the 2020 no-mintmark Lincoln penny. The demand for these coins has been growing steadily, and with coin collecting becoming more popular thanks to social media, their values continue to rise. The 2020 penny in high grades is now considered a modern key date by many experts. It's a perfect example of how modern coins can still hold immense value. To recap, the 2020 no-mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem like just another common coin at first glance. However, its unique combination of high-grade rarity, mint errors, and collector demand has made it an unexpected treasure in the world of coin collecting. Coins in top condition have reached prices as high as $16,893 at auction, making them an incredible discovery for anyone lucky enough to find one. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner just starting out, the 2020 penny serves as a shining reminder that treasures can still be found in your change. So, don't underestimate the pennies in your pocket. Check those coins carefully, because you never know, the next time you reach into your wallet or coin jar, you might just discover a fortune hiding in plain sight. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare pennies and learned something new, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos on rare and valuable coins. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let us know if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're inspired to start searching today. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your coin collecting adventures.